Hey everyone, I'm Amanda and I work for the Canadian Mental Health Association Peel Dufferin branch, and today I'm going to be showing you how to do Zentangle. So Zentangle is basically a mindfulness-based practice in which we're creating beautiful patterns broken down into easy steps. Really anyone can do this. So what you need, you don't even need tiles, or you can use any type of paper really, but what Zentangle uses are 3.5 by 3.5 inch tiles, a pencil without an eraser, and any type of ultra fine tip marker. And as you can see, you can do a lot with Zentangle, so let me show you how to do it. So the Zentangle method is an easy to learn, relaxing, and fun way to create. All you need is a pen with an ultra fine tip, a pencil without an eraser because we don't use erasers in Zentangle. So we're going to start by placing 4 dots in each of the 4 corners of our tile. We can see it has 2 sides, so just 4 dots in each corner, 4. When we then join by lines, and they do not have to be straight lines. I like actually curvier lines, it's more creative, but we're going to join those 4 dots to make a square, which is now our border. Next, we're going to look at our string. A string is the way that we divide up the tile, so we're going to do 3 today. So as you can see, 1, 2, 3, and we're going to fill each of those in. So put your pencil away and now grab your marker, and we're going to start with the first tangle I'm going to show you guys today. So I like to kind of trace my border out a little bit. You can do this however you like. So just tracing out the border. And then we're going to pick a section to start to work with. So this one we're going to do a tangle called printemps, which is basically just a series of spirals. So we're going to fill up the section of our tile with these spirals. They kind of look like cinnamon rolls, however you want to imagine them, but just filling in the space with these repeating spiral patterns until we've filled up most of the space. We're satisfied with it. They can be different sizes, really no rhyme or reason to them, as you can tell. And as I go through, sometimes I will trace over some of the spirals again just to make them more prominent, stand out more. What you can also do is fill in the background space of this tile. There's a lot of white still left, but not enough room to do enough of the spirals. So I just go in and I fill in the rest of the blank space with just some dots. Dot, dot, dot. All right, so that is pretty much the first tangle. And again, it's called printemps, and I believe that's how you say spring in French, but I am not bilingual, so I'm just guessing. All right, and there's your first tangle. All right, so now we will move on to our second one. So again, we're going to decide which area we're going to fill in next. And what we're going to do here is a tangle that I like that is called, oh, this tangle is called, shoot, I forget. So what we're going to do is a series of humps all around the space that we're filling in. So just these little humps. It reminds me of a ladybug, almost. So we're going to color those humps in once we have them all spread out around the space that we are completing. So just coloring those in black. You can also use different colors. It doesn't have to be black. You're more than welcome to use whatever color you like to do your Zentangle. So we're just going to color these in. And this tangle is called Crescent Moon. I'm not really sure why, but that's what it's called, and that's what we're going to go with. So Crescent Moon is the name, I guess, because they do kind of look like crescent or half moons as we're going around. So a technique used in Zentangle is called an aura. So after I've colored in this last dot here, I'm going to show you what an aura is. And basically it's just retracing over a shape or a pattern that we've already made. So once you have all your humps colored in, you're going to then go ahead and aura around each of the humps, which you can see I'm doing right now. Just tracing around the edge or the outside of each of those humps, which creates an aura. Go ahead and do that. And then what we're going to do is start at one side And we are going to do a continuous aura around all of those humps, and we're going to work our way in towards the middle of this space until we can't go any farther. And then you'll see it has a nice little effect there. So today I don't have a lot of time to explain what shading looks like on Zentangle, but there are ways to shade. You go and you use your pencil and off you go. So this one we are going to do is hollaback, and this is where we do 2 parallel lines going down the center of the space. We flip our tile around and we do 2 more. Then we flip our tile again and 2 more lines, and we continue this process until we have filled in the space to our liking. And what this ends up looking like is a series of sticks almost piled on top of each other. And there is a way that we can shade this to really give that effect. But like I said, this video doesn't give us enough time to really go into the shading piece of it. There are tons of resources online on YouTube that you can look up and teach yourself basically how to do more of these tangles. There's a ton of different tangles out there and available for folks. So test them out and see what you like and what you don't like. So once I have all of the sticks, so to speak, I will go in and fill in any blank spaces with dots just to create that space and that illusion of depth, and like there's a bunch of sticks piled on top of each other. So there's your tile. What I will do is sometimes go and retrace over some of my lines just to make them more prominent and clean. Really, Zentangle you do until you are satisfied with it. Ideally, it takes anywhere from 10 to 30 minutes to complete a Zentangle tile. Obviously, this one was a bit of a sped up version to give you guys an overall idea of what Zentangle is. So you initial the front, flip it over, and then you want to put your date on the back along with a name or a comment on the tile and your full signature. And there you have it. So what you want to do after that is flip it over and admire your work. Look at it at arm's length. And there's your tile. Good job. Thanks.